exiting the biggest bubble ever produced in world history. Hey everybody, Scott Walters. Buckle up, strap in. I got a hard-hitting pulled and punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. We're going to take a look at a property and examine if, in fact, this thing will pencil out to be a smart buy. See, here's the thing. I always say you don't get rich buying at the height of a super bubble. And I really feel bad because a lot of people bought at the height of a super bubble. The house we're going to look at today quite possibly was purchased during the bubble, and now they're trying to offload it. And we'll read between the lines and look between the cracks. But really what's more important is we have to recondition our mind to be able to navigate through this and examine and see. See, most people, it's a very scary when you're sticking your financial neck so far out. I mean, there's no other bigger purchase than real estate. It's where 90% of all millionaires made their money. It's absolutely the path to wealth, but only if you know what you're doing. And when we got into the bubble environment, herd mentality, overpaying, bidding wars, waiving inspections, contingencies, not knowing the health of the house, and then having the reverse course and people now having buyer's remorse. I saw that happen in the 08 era, although this one is exhibiting a little more volatile behavior than the 08 era, because in the 08 era, I didn't see people getting into bidding wars and overpaying, like overappraised values and waiving inspections, not knowing the health. That was a complete casino climate in this one, a roll of the dice. Insane. So one of the things we're going to do today is I'm going to continue to hopefully condition us to how to look at properties with a very simple metric. And most people that have been with the channel know where we're potentially going to go, but it's important, I believe, to continue to visit these properties. I always like to tour. I always tell people, let's look at homes. Don't fall in love with anything I show you, though. This is look at homes. If it checks off the boxes we need to check out, then we're going to talk. Then we talk again about, do we present an offer? And let me just tell you, friends, that offer ain't going to be asking or over asking price. It will be under asking price. My job is to take care of clients and get them the best deal possible. That's why in this bubble, it was very shocking to me to see agents just, walking people into the slaughterhouse. I was like, man, are you serious? Like, you're normalizing this? Like, I understand and I get it if you can at least admit to me, like, this is crazy. This is a bubble. These people are going to get hurt. I don't know what to do. They're telling me they want to do it, so I got to do. No, most of them are just like, woohoo, I'm going to go in there and get underneath new debt myself, acting like this time was different. Much different. Worse bubble. So today we're going to jump on to some property because we want to continue to train our eye what to look for when buying property, helping buy property. If it's your kids eventually want to buy property, you just want to be able to help people understand the best way to buy property. If you'd like to help people, our rewards in life are in direct proportion to our contribution. You can contribute to people by adding this level of service to people. It doesn't take, I've always said, I've never seen anybody too dumb to get rich, but I've seen some people that were too smart, know-it-alls, right? Everybody wants to be a know-it-all. I know it all. I'm so smart. Okay. It's insane. So let's go ahead and roll this property. Then we'll meet back here to wrap it up. Let's get started. All right, friends, welcome to Texas. They say everything's bigger in Texas. Well, let's see if the deals are. We'll bring up today's crash map courtesy of Zillow. Everything on our screen is going through price reductions. Now let's go ahead and tour today's property. And as we can see, the home has nice curb appeal and a very nicely appointed kitchen area. Let's keep touring. It appears we have plenty of natural light and we are in move-in ready condition. And our property has a great breakfast area overlooking the backyard, clean, light, and airy. Our bedrooms have his and hers closets with high ceilings and ceiling fans looking very clean as well. A very nice floor plan with well-appointed bathrooms, big and spacious. This house is checking off a lot of boxes. Let's keep looking. Our backyard looks good as well with the fountain, walkways, and lots of trees. Now let's get into the numbers. And our property has been on Zillow for over 100 days with over 4,000 views and 200 saves. People are showing interest in this property, but for some reason, it still hasn't sold. Let's keep looking. Based on recent sales, our property has a mid-range value of $285,000. Now, let's go see where they're priced at. After multiple price reductions, we're still on the market at $299,000, which puts it above its mid-range value. At $299,000, our estimated cost to own would be around $2,000 a month. Now let's jump over and see what the property's rent range is. Well, our property would rent for around the same amount, $2,000 a month. Let's get back to the studio so we can wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back. So there you go. That's a property for me. When I look at it, it checks off a lot of boxes. One of the things I like about that property, it's not in a brand new development that popped up during the crisis where every single one of my neighbors are bubble buyers that overpaid for their properties. This neighborhood will be insulated from that because it's an existing neighborhood where people bought way before the whole bubble environment. It's going to be way more insulated. It's going to have its share of fallout for sure, but nothing like the brand new homes, the spec homes that are just sardine canned in with FOMO factory sales offices where people just fell in love with finishes and overpaid to do it. Those things are those FOMO factory homes with the model homes. You see, the model homes will give you 3 or 4 model homes to tour. They're all staged to perfection. There's a think tank that designed their staging and color schemes to get you to fall in love with the home. And then when you get yours, it's an empty shell of what you toured. And then if you want to go, we'll go over to the design center and select some finishes. $100,000 later, you're paying for fake granite, recessed lighting, stuff you could have bought down at the big box store for a quarter of the cost that the FOMO factory sales office just added on to your sale. That's what it's like. A used car. It's like a car dealership where they just get you in, get you to the office, and then they start tacking on fees and this. And by the end, you're paying way more than you thought. I'm not in love with it, clearly, but I like this property because it's not that. It's not a brand new development. It's an existing neighborhood. 2, I like it because they're stuck on the market unoccupied. So if you're my client, we're looking at that home and say they're unoccupied, because see if it's serving a utility purpose, like it's my home, I'm living in it, I'll put it on the market for this price. If it sells, great. If not, it doesn't matter. I can handle the payment and I'm good here. But this was empty, so it's sucking air, and they're chasing the market, right? So they're already currently on the market at the upper end of its value range. But even at that price, its cost to own is really close to what it would rent for. So that tells me if they were to come on at the lower end of its price range, instead of $300,000, about $275,000 was about the lower end of its price range, it would actually pencil out for an investor to say, hey, I like the home. And even if it was my primary home, even a first-time home buyer, as long as I know, like, hey, I have the freedom, like the purchase price isn't that, I'm not so concerned about purchase price because I know no matter what, this house will rent for its payment. That's really the number one thing we should always be looking for. I always preach that here on this channel. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator. Somebody wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understanding the biggest artificially created housing bubble ever produced in world history has, in fact, reversed course. Very simple things, simple tools can be used now to examine properties, see if they pencil out. Insane, right? Insanity. If you're working with an agent or not, we here, link in the description below, email in the description below if you'd like to work with an agent and you're ready to go kick some tires and look at properties, not fall in love with anything, and see if they pencil out. The time is here. All areas are going to behave a little differently. Your area might be ready, it might not. I don't know. We're just going to have to continue to heat map and temperature check it and see which areas are showing opportunity. This area is pretty darn close. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video. If you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on, I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, I think you're really going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. I'll see you on the next video.